What's up, guys? As some of you may know from Instagram, the other day, I got hit by a car. Let me set the scene a little bit here. 7 p.m., Friday, June 28th. I leave the house on my moped, drive up towards our practice field. I get to the roundabout right before our practice field, literally the last turn before I get into the parking lot to our practice field. And I'm in the roundabout, and I see this car like pulling out slowly, and it all happened in slow motion to me. My eyes, I look into the driver's window of this car that's pulling out of the roundabout, and it's an older woman. It turns out, I read the report, she's 78 years old. She was just looking to the right. Like, you know when you go in a roundabout and you're supposed to yield to the left to make sure it's clear? It looked like she was yielding to the right. I don't know if she was confused or what, but I distinctly remember, oh my gosh, she doesn't see me, she doesn't see me. So I tried to honk, I tried to brake, and then she apparently, after yielding to the right, saw or thought nobody was there, accelerated out into the roundabout, hit me in the side on the Vespa, and I took that first hit like a champ. Took that, swayed with it, almost fell, but then I overcorrected back, and then I boom, 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 couple swerves, and then I crashed hard and skidded, and the bike fell on me in a really weird way. I don't know how I didn't break my leg, but I slammed my head on the ground. My head bounced off the ground so hard. It was way more intense than any football hit, but luckily that helmet, it was shocking how hard I hit and how fast I whipped, but it didn't hurt. It hurt less than a football hit. One of the funny things is I had a bunch of coins in my pockets and in the pockets of my backpack and stuff, so when I hit the ground, just coins just scattered everywhere, and you could just hear them just falling throughout the street and stuff. I was it's like Super Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog or something when he gets hit. It was absolutely hilarious. Oh no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, I get it. Kein Problem. Oh. It's okay, it's okay. The way that I hit and everything, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a broken leg. This is really fucked up. So I get up and I check myself. I feel fine. I see my foot is really bloody, really bloody. And then my foot starts to hurt a bit and my ankle starts to hurt. But at this point, I'm really in shock and I'm just starting to film. But the interesting thing is, right when it happened, the woman went and stopped. I obviously stopped because I was on the damn ground. This just wrecked me on my Vespa going through a roundabout right here. There's my Vespa. Got some scrapes. Little bloody sock. She gets out of her car and starts kind of running over towards me, waving her finger, saying, this is your fault. Why did you do that? Thankfully, these two homies who saw the whole thing come running in out of nowhere, these two German guys, and defend me and, start telling her, no, this is your fault. This is what happened. You didn't look. He was already in the roundabout driving through. This is your fault. And luckily, those guys were there, and I think one other person was there, and they actually were able to give reports to the police, because otherwise, I guess it would be my word versus hers. But yeah, she messed me up. Those guys were absolute homies. So I'm sitting there, and the funny thing is that this is right in front of our practice field, right before practice. So all of our team is rolling through and seeing this ambulance and the police car and this accident scene. Everyone's like, what the hell is this? And then guys are rolling up to practice oh gosh, that's Nick. That's Nick right there. I think this ambulance is coming from me. I don't need it. So that was actually pretty funny.
Is it your fault?
Yeah. I hit my car.
Whose fault is it?
I bet it's Nick's fault.
How about so you look on? Were you right?
You started to know. That shit was so scary, bro.
Hey, Jared.
My friends out there. Hey, isn't that a violation of privacy? The guys are all there making fun of me and stuff because I'm fine for the most part. I'm still in a lot of shock right there. Our coach comes and I'm told him, hey, yeah, I'm pretty scratched up and stuff. I banged my head pretty hard, but I think I'm okay. My ankle hurts a bit and my toe kind of hurts, but I think I'm fine. I was I don't think I can practice tonight, but I should be fine for tomorrow, for the game. But I was still in shock, so I really wasn't feeling everything.
Name ist Jordan Neumann.
The ambulance homies took me to the hospital. There's two dudes, one girl. Girl was pretty cute. Hey, ambulance girl. Hit me up. Thanks for taking care of me. Took me to the hospital. So I'm in the hospital. I've been in the hospital in Germany a ton of times for football injuries. This is the first time I've been in the hospital for a non-football injury.
Which insurance it is?
Gotcha.
Oh,
that doesn't really look bad. It's alright. Actually, doesn't hurt that bad.
Was that the pedal?
I don't know.
What was it? Did you hit another car?
No, I should hit me, and then so I have to wait to get an X-ray on my foot. And I'm waiting for like an hour, and nobody comes back to the room. I'm just sitting in there bored and
just waiting and waiting and waiting for them to get me for the X-rays. I'm just bored now.
waiting for a long time. You know how it is in the hospital, especially in Germany. Luckily, Ziggy and Gabi, two of our people from the Unicorn, show up at the hospital. And they end up wheeling me up to go get an X-ray because nobody in the hospital seemed to be able to do it. We got Ziggy and Gabi pushing me towards my X-ray. They're part-time volunteers at the hospital starting today. It's the Unicorn treatment. Thanks, Zig. This should go in the documentary. So they wheeled me up, I got an X-ray, and it turns out my toe joints on my big toe is actually pretty messed up, broken, and that I have to get surgery, get stitches on it. It was super, super bloody, like a huge gash on my foot, and yeah, broken bone, and I have to get surgery, which that actually sucks. The thing that really sucks about like getting hurt like that is like, I was just talking to Rudy, like right before I left, this is kind of creepy, right before I left to practice that day, I was like, bro, I finally feel healthy, like my body feels good. I've been battling like these little injuries all year, and now finally I feel good. And then on the way to that practice, I get wrecked by an old lady. So that kind of sucks because I absolutely like football. You guys know football is like therapeutic for me. I love it so much. And then anytime I have to sit out, it really messes me up. So got to sit out now and make YouTube videos from my bed, which is a little bit of adversity, but I will battle through. Truthfully, it could have been so much worse. I'm so lucky to escape with just like the stuff that I got. It was really scary, like knowing I'm gonna crash, like getting hit. It all happened in slow motion, and like feeling that I'm getting crashed and like trying to take the fall in a way that won't like fuck me up the worst. And I'm so surprised like that I didn't break my leg or get whiplash or something. I mean, the way that my head bounced off the concrete was like super alarming. I think probably the worst thing I'm gonna have is just some like anxiety PTSD, because I got in a car crash when I was 16 and I still have terrible PTSD from that. So that probably messed me up for a while. I don't know if I will be riding mopeds again anytime soon. This whole thing sucks, but at least I know that it wasn't my fault. It was the other driver's. The other driver was at fault, and I would probably feel like an idiot if I caused this at my own fault. So I'm glad that it wasn't my fault. It still sucks. It's so weird. I find myself going back and forth emotionally. Like sometimes I'm just like, I mean, like the situation is funny. Like I'm alive. It's funny. Like I crashed my moped in Germany. I got hit by an old lady. Me and my friends like making fun of the whole situation. It's funny. But then I go in and out of moods of like, it's hilarious, to like, damn, I'm actually like really mad about it, and it's kind of messing me up right now. I can't play football. It's gonna be hard for me to do a lot of stuff, like even run around, make videos, all sorts of stuff. So I go in and out of waves of emotion of like, oh, I'm lucky, I'm cool, that I could have been way worse. Like, you know what, screw this, I'm mad, this is fucked up, I hate this, to back and forth. So a little bit of an emotional roller coaster there. Alright guys, so wish me luck. I'll still try and make some videos. It'll probably have to be from this bed here for a while. But appreciate all the concern, all the messages that you guys sent me. Is actually very nice and sweet. So thank you for that. I will be okay. Just a little more adversity for me to battle through. What is life without a little adversity? I will see you guys soon. Tell you what, this German crutch design is absolutely atrocious. I have very strong feelings about it. And that's basically all.